Hi students, I'm coming with a new activity. You can see there is a lot of things that you have to draw in this activity. There is many circles, polygons, angles, and many other things. Even you can see ellipse. The main thing that you can learn in this activity is how to manage polygons in AutoCAD, as well as how to draw ellipse, and then how to arrange this kind of complicated drawing with curves, and how you can connect all those things together. So let's start. From the beginning, I can tell you this thing's so complicated. There is a lot of dimensions in here. You should be very focused to finish this activity. Okay, let's begin. And we know that the template that we're going to use will be template B. So let me open the template file. This is the template file for me. Open template B. It's here. Everything is ready to go. So the first thing is we have to prepare a layer before we start drawing. This is the layering scheme for this activity. You can see for construction, we're going to use 253 object sender outline. So let me make the layers. So the first thing is construction. And then next layer object. Then we can make a sender for the sender line. And we need one called outline, because we're going to make a separate outline for this activity. Once you created the layer, you have to specify the color. For the construction, the color code is 253. You can enter here and put OK. Now you can see the color. For the object, we can choose red color. And for the sender line, we can choose green. And as always, for the sender line, it's better choose the sender to as line type. This is the line type. Okay, and select sender to. So we managed to fix that one. And for outline, I'm going to select blue color. So these are the 4 layers that you need to make before you start with the sketch. So let me close the manager. So the starting point for the sketch, if you zoom in, you can see it x equal to 9, y equal to 6. So on the starting point, we're going to construct these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. So it's a pentagon. We're going to construct this pentagon. And for this pentagon, you can see the dimensions available is from the center to one of its corner. So let me zoom in. So from the center to one of its corner, the radius is 0.25. So let's start with object layer. And let's go here. You can take polygon. There is 2 options. The first one is inscribed. If you have the center up to the corner, you can select. And second option, circumscribed, you can choose the center up to one of its edge. So I'm going to go for the first option. Choose polygon, number of side 5, enter, and the center is 96. Enter, and then inscribed circle. And now if you turn on ortho mode, you can directly arrange the orientation. So the orientation for this one, you can see this corner on the top, and the radius is 0.25. Enter. You can see this is pretty much small. It looks like that. Let it be there. Now we started with the polygon. So once you created the polygon, then you can connect all other things from there. So it is obvious that you can see this circle with diameter 0.5 is at a distance 4 inch. So I'm going to take center line and move 4 inch in this direction. So I can draw this circle with 0.5 diameter. So let me take center line. So go to the center layer and choose this line, and I can choose the sender here because I turn on the snapping, and this direction we're going to move 4 inches, enter, escape. Then now here I can draw the circle, so return back to object layer. So this one also you need to convert this into object layer. So we are on object layer right now, and I cannot draw circle with the diameter because diameter is given, and for that circle it is 0.5. So I can choose this starting point and diameter is 0.5. That's it. Now what we're gonna do, it is mentioned on the midpoint of this line you can have an ellipse with the major axis 0.5 and minor axis 0.25. So I'm going to choose ellipse to draw that one, sender, ellipse with a sender. So to get the midpoint, you can come over here. When you move, it will catch the midpoint. Why? Because on snapping option, I already turned on the midpoint snapping. So if you are not getting midpoint, make sure you turned on. And as a beginner, it's better turn on all these options to avoid confusions. So let me choose the midpoint. It's snapping here, then click. Now first we have to mark the major axis, half of major axis, which is 0.45. Enter. Then half of minor axis, which is 0.25. Enter. So we are done with ellipse. This is the way that you can create ellipse. Now, if you see this thing, this is moving in this direction. In this direction, you can see there is a line at an angle 35 degree, 42 minute and 58 second. So this is another way that angle specified in AutoCAD, maybe in degrees or maybe more accurately in minutes and seconds. I'll tell you how you can enter this value. So before that, this line is at a distance 3.30. So if you draw this line at an angle specified with the distance 3.30, you can find this sender. We can set this system in AutoCAD first, and then we can enter the degree, minutes and seconds. Otherwise, you can convert this thing into degrees and you can directly enter. So the easiest way, we're gonna make the change. So go to AutoCAD symbol and drawing utilities, take units. And on the top of this, usually we're gonna see a decimal degrees. So change that into degree, minute and second. And for the precision, we need to enter degree, minute and second. So I'm gonna choose this precision and put OK. Now what we can do, we can construct the line. So this line should be at a distance 3.30. So let me take the line. So I'm going to choose the center line, take the line and start from here, click, and then this distance is 3.30 to enter the angle 3.30 less than. Now you will get an option here. You can see we change the unit system so that you can easily enter the degree is, let me check, 35, 42, 58. 35 and 42 minute and 58 second. So this is how you can enter this kind of measurement and enter. That's it. We managed to fix that one. So it's better return back to drawing utilities and units and return back to our original decimal degree. And that's it, and put OK. Now we managed to fix this thing. Then we can make a polygon over here. Then another polygon in the middle. So the first polygon, you're going to see how many sides we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's an octagon. From this center, you can draw it. So take the octagon and the distance between the side edges, you can see it is given as 1.30. So what we're going to do here, take the object layer. Now you can go and select polygon. This time, enter number of sides. It's octagon type 8 enter. Now specify the sender. So this is the center of polygon, so select this one. So this is most important thing. Since we have side to side distance, you're going to choose the second option, circumscribed about the circle. Click, and now it is coming. So what we can do, check the diameter is 1.30. You have to enter half of that, which is radius. So whenever you make polygon on AutoCAD, always make sure you are entering the radius of the circle, or inscribed or circumscribed. So the half of 1.30, we can enter 0.65. So let me come over here, specify the radius is 0.65, enter. So what we can do, it is green color, change this thing into object layer. Okay, so we are done with that octagon. And there is one more thing. This is a hexagon, and it is on the middle of this point, and the diameter is 0.50. So remember, half of that is 0.25, and it is you can see to one of its corners. So if it is one of its corner, we're going to use the first option. So let me go and select polygon, and this time to choose the middle, and before so I can enter 6 for hexagon, enter, then center point should be middle. So here you can find the midpoint, click and choose corner to corner, first option, and the radius is 0.25, enter. So again, I forget to change, so change this thing into object layer. So that's it. Now what we can do, we can go for the construction over here. And if you closely watch this thing, there is 2 lines going out. So let me mark those lines, one line over here and one line over here. So for these 2 lines, what are the information we have? These 2 lines are at an angle 15 degree from the center axis. So that's all the information that we have. So we can draw that lines at an angle 15 degree, and then we can find these 2 center by simply plotting this radius 4.16. So let me do this thing. The main thing here, you have a relative angle. From this line, you have to construct an angle 15 degree. So as you remember, in previous activities also we did that thing. So go for UCS, which is user coordinate system. Then you can see the option, select UCS icon and turn on UCS icon. You can see the coordinate system here. Now I can type UCS again on command box and select UCS this time. Now you can see the coordinate is coming with you. So I'm going to fix my coordinate over here because I need to draw a relative angle with respect to this line. So I fix it here, click. Now you have to fix your x coordinate. Now origin is fixed. To fix x coordinate, as I told you before, all the time whenever you need to fix the x-axis, it should be along with the line from your measuring, from you start measuring your angle. So it should be along with this line. Click and come over here, click and fix y-axis. Now we are created a user coordinate. Now I can take the line. Before that, I'm going to change this thing into construction line. Then take a line, start from here, click, then you can easily draw 15 degree. So to draw 15 degree, I'm going to use polar tracking. So for polar tracking for 15, I'm going to use this option, the 15, 30, 45 series. So here you can see there is a lot of zeros. If you got confused, you can go here and go to drawing utilities, units, and change the precision as 0.0. Okay, that's pretty much confusing for you. If in case you can change like that. Or you can simply put a 0 if you don't want any decimals on angles. Okay, put OK. Then start with the line. Now polar tracking is on for 15, 30, 45 series. Now you can start from here. So start from here, click, it is on construction layer. You can see the 0 degree measuring from here. So you can easily draw 15 degree. Once it shows 15 degree, you can see it shows the tracking. So what I'm going to do, I'll draw a 15 degree line somewhere here. Let it be the click. I can go for a one more 15 degree line. Take the line, start from the same sender, click. I can see when it becomes 15 degree, it will show you the track line. So this is the track line. You can see 15 degree and that's it. So we managed to draw those two lines. Now I can return back. Okay, let it be in construction because we need to construct these point. So here you can see there is a radius. There is an arc with a radius 4.16. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a circle with the radius, and the center of this radius is actually over here. So, and that radius is 4.16. So I'm going to start from here, click, and that radius is 4.16, enter. That's it. Now we managed to find these two centers. So once you finish this thing, it's better return your coordinates to its original position. To do that, you type UCS again, then enter. This time you're going to select the position as a world. So click over here, world. Now you can see you return your coordinates. Then we found this point. We don't want this much circle construction. So go for trimming. Select the trim tool. We just need the connection between these two lines. Then enter. You can easily trim out this portion. That's it. Now I can change this thing into object layer. Then here you can see there is two circle with the diameter 0.4 both side. Let me choose circle with the diameter. I can easily select this point, click. So this is 0.4, enter. One more circle here with the same diameter, 0.4, enter. So that's it. We managed to create those two circles. And then here you can see there is one more circle here with the radius 0.5 on both sides. I'm going to choose circle with the radius, same center, click, and the radius is 0.5. You should be well aware whether you're taking circle with the radius or circle with the diameter. So circle with the radius again 0.5. So that's it on both sides. 0.5, and the radius for this thing over here is 3. So the information that we have here, the radius is 3. So the easiest way that you can draw this one is you can use tan circle. So the radius is available. We're gonna choose this option, tan radius. So if you choose tan radius, the meaning of that thing, this circle should be tangent with this one and this one at a given radius. So that is what you're seeing here. So the radius is 3. So what I'm going to do, take tan radius from this option and select this circle, click, and then here click, and make sure if you want to measure radius from here, put your cursor somewhere here. Don't put over here. So put your cursor somewhere here inside, and the radius is 3. So make sure it is somewhere here, then enter 3 and enter. That's it. So if you make like this, you can see it moves that way. So sometimes it happen. So let me erase it. Go and select tan radius. This time select the circle from here, click, and come over here, click, and put your cursor inside, enter 3 and enter. That's it. So usually you're going to face that error when you do it yourself. So make sure you select these 2 points and input your cursor here when you enter the radius, then it will be fine. So I can trim out. So select the trim tool, select the connection between these 2 circles, enter, and you can delete this portion. That's it. We managed to fix that one. And now we can move this direction. So we managed to make all these things the inner components of the sketch. So the remaining portion is the outer part. So to start with the outer part, it's better begin on the left hand side. So on the left hand side, what you're gonna see here, let me zoom in. There is a lot of detailing available. Yeah, here. So from where we can start, there's the point on your left side. So over here, let me begin over here. The radius of this corner is 0.5. The two places mean over here also it is 0.5. So I'm going to make a circle over here with the radius 0.5. So take a circle with the radius and start from here, click, and that radius is 0.5, enter. So that's it. And then you can see this distance is 3. So it's easy. Take the line, and here you can catch like the quadrant of that circle. You have to turn on the snapping for that. Click and move down. Turn on ortho mode to get straight line. And this distance is 3. Enter. So 3-inch escape. We managed to fix that one. And this distance you can see for this circle, it is 2-inch from here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to choose offset tool, and the distance is 2, enter, select this line, move 2-inch, click. So that's it. And then we can draw this portion over here. So this portion, you have one point here, another point over here. So what we can use, we can use 2-point circle for the sake of easiness. I'm going to choose, come over here, 2-point circle, and start from this point, click, and it end over this point, click. Done. Easy as that. Now on the center, we have to construct this ellipse. We already construct an ellipse over here. For this ellipse, we have two information. The first one, the major axis, half of major axis 0.75, and half of minor axis is 0.25. So I can choose ellipse from here, ellipse with the center. I can choose the center, click, and this distance is 0.75, enter, and this distance, half of minor axis, is 0.25, enter. That's it. We are done with the ellipse, and we have to trim this portion. So choose the trim tool, select the connection between these two lines, enter, and you can delete this portion. So we are done with that part over there. So once you finish that one, now we can start from this point over here. And the length of these line is not exactly given, but we can draw this thing by extrapolating, and then we can make a fillet over here. Okay, let's begin. I'll tell you how you can do it. Take the line and start from this quadrant. You can pick the quadrant, click, and move somewhere here. Let it be here. Enter, escape. And then what we're gonna do, we have to construct a circle here. So that circle is given as circle B, and the diameter for that circle is 1.5. So let me take a circle with the diameter, and I can pick this, and the diameter is 1.5. Enter. So you can see the line is little extrapolating. Let it be there. Now we can start from this point, and from that point it is given there is a fillet with a radius 5 between these two circles. So go to the fillet and go to trim option, and make sure you select the trim option, and then select a radius, and the radius is 5. Enter. I can select first object this one, and second object this circle. That's it. Now the fillet between this curve and this line is 3, which is given here. And let me take the fillet. Now select this curve and this line. So how to do that? Select the fillet, take the radius, and radius is 3. Here you can enter 3. Enter. Select the radius, and radius is 3. Enter. Now you can select this curve and this line. That's it. So we managed to finish that one. the top portion of the sketch. Now I can construct the bottom part. So the bottom part, from the center you can see it is at a distance 1 inch. It is given like that. Now I can go for offset from the center. I'm going to choose 1 inch, enter 1, and then select this axis and move down, click. And then I can convert this line into the object layer. That's it. And then over here you can see it's a sharp corner. Instead of that, we're gonna make a fillet of 0.5 radius, which is given here. So I'm gonna use the fillet again and go for the radius, and the radius is 0.5. Enter. Now I can select this line and then this line. Oh, the fillet is coming with trimming. Then here, at the beginning, what we can do, just connect these two lines. Click here and connect with this quadrant. But if you check this sketch, there is a 2 fillet with a 0.1 radius. So I'm going to choose the fillet and go for multiple. We're going to make 2. So multiple radius, then that radius is 0.1. Enter. I can easily select, let me zoom in, this line and this line, and then this line with this circle. That's it. Now you can see the fillet is coming. So we managed to finish the sketch. And then regarding this part what you're seeing, there is a fillet with the radius 5, a straight fillet. So go for a fillet and select radius, and radius is 5. Enter. Now select this circle and this circle. That's it. Here you can see we are about to finish this sketch. For this center circle over here, for me, what I'm going to do, I'm going to trim this out. Choose the trim tool. I need the connection between these two curves, and enter and trim this out. So we managed to finish the outer profile of this sketch. And there is something here, the last thing that we're going to draw. So to draw that one, you can see there is a square with 0.5 units. All sides are 0.5, and it is at a distance 0.75 this direction and 1 inch this direction. So to find that, I'm going to choose offset, and the offset distance is 0.75. Enter. I can start from here and move this way. And now from the top of that boundary, we're going to move 1 inch. So let me take this one, and I'm going to move at a distance 1. Enter. So now we managed to find this corner. Later we can delete these construction lines. So once you manage to find the corner, there is many ways that you can draw squares. So let me go and check the square is 0.5. I'm going to go here and select the rectangle, and I will draw this rectangle from here. This is the corner. So I can pick this corner, select, and if you want the rectangle in this direction, it should be 0.5. And if you move downwards, you're going to type minus 0.5 because it's moving in negative y-axis. Then enter. Now you can see you have the square. Then you can simply delete these two construction lines that we created. Okay, we are done with that. Now we're gonna make a 7-side polygon here. So this is a heptagon. Now for this 7-side, we don't have the center of this polygon. Usually for every other polygon, we define the center and then we created this thing. So we can create this thing in a different way. So go to Polygons. Now specify number of sides. It is 7. Then enter. Now instead of center, on the command box, you can come over here and choose edge. Now you can pick this edge towards this edge. If you pick the other edge, it will comes opposite direction. So you should pick this first and then come over here and pick this one. That's it. We are done with that polygon. Okay, forget one thing. We have to trim out the inner portion of those circles over there. So how to trim out? Choose the trim tool. And I need the connection between these curves. Then enter. I can trim out the inner portions. That's it. And one more a circle to trim out over here. So select this line, select these connections, enter, and trim this out. I hope we managed to finish everything. Let's cross check with the question. Okay, we are almost done. And the last thing that you're going to do in this activity, once you finish everything, you can see we're going to apply the Polyline command over here. So why we are using Polyline? Just because if you check this border, you can see it is very segmented. So everything is a segment, and we connected these things together. In case you want to connect all these border as a single geometry, we can use the Polyline command or p-edit in AutoCAD. So the polyline stand for the combination of straight lines and curves together and act like a single geometry. So to make or to convert the border into polyline, you can go for the polyline command p-edit. So just type p-edit on your keyboard, you will get the command, then enter. Now select the polyline. So we have more than one line, so you should go here on command box multiple, and then we're gonna choose every single piece of the boundary. So select it one by one very carefully. You can see with these boundaries really segmented, and we're gonna join these things together. Select everything. So we are about to end. Yes, we managed to select a boundary completely. So when you finish the selection, then enter. Now it is asking convert the lines. It's by default, you can see yes. So enter again. And on this option, you're going to choose join so that you can stitch these things together. So click join. You don't need to do anything, just enter, and that's it. Now you can escape. Now if you select, you can see it is a single geometry. So what is the advantage of that? You can change any attributes of this thing with a single click. For example, at the end of this activity, we're going to define a different layer outline for the boundary. So select that one and choose outline layer. That's all. Now you will get a blue boundary, red object, and some construction line. So this is end of this activity. So the main catches in this activity, how to draw polygon in different scenarios, and then how you can draw polygon with the edges, and then how to make ellipse with a center, and then how you can construct fillets, user-centered coordinate system, and then how to enter a line with an angle, and lastly, how you can join the segments together with polyline command p-edit. So you learn a lot of things in this activity. So thank you for watching. I will be coming with another exciting activity for the next lesson. See you then. Thank you. Thank you for watching.